Hi everybody, I'm Dee.
And I'm Jay, and we are ParoDeeJay. And we are at Celebration Key on board Carnival Elation today for our second official visit.
But we're doing something different from last time. We are going to check out Pearl Cove Beach Club, the adults only, additional cost. Basically you book it like an excursion, and we booked the all-inclusive package, which includes one meal, we'll show you, and 10 drinks, and I think you get a welcome drink too, and then obviously the beach area, and they have an infinity pool and all that, but we'll get into that later.
Ooh, true. All right, for now, let's get our day going, so join us.
Let's go check it out.
Hello there, Celebration Key. So last time we were just running down the dock to get to the grand opening event. We can take a little more casual stroll this time. Oh yeah, I see right over to the Pearl Beach Club, there on the left. Oh, accessible passenger loading zone. That's right, they have the trams that are fully ADA. They can load the scooters, wheelchairs, all that stuff on them. Very nice. That area was just barely off the forward gangway, so you don't have to make it all the way up here to the normal tram pickup spot. Oh, a little bit of a breeze today. Okay, we can see the standard trams up there. I don't know that they have specific tram service or anything to get you to Pearl Cove. We don't mind hoofing it, obviously. Get a few steps in before we go get our relax on.
There'll be plenty of relaxing. It's fine.
Ooh, a little bit of waves happening out there today. So we will hit this giant sunshine and hang a left. Whoosh. Past the guest services area. Well, they do have the nice little sand suitable wheelchairs. Looks like you can just grab on a first come, first served basis. This is the pool area because, you know, the sandy pool area and the sandy beach area can be easy to confuse. And there's the first tram stop on this side. I guess you take the tram from the ship to one of these major hubs, and then you hop on a different tram, you know, to get yourself around to one side of the property or the other. Well, more beachy wheelchairs on the beach side. Ah, there it is. So we did have tickets delivered to the cabin just like any other excursion. You just bring them right over here and check in. Whoa, they got some tunes bumping. Check in right here at the counter. Well, you get your choice of rum punch or infused water right here at the check-in. Well, we get a quick guided tour of the property. We've got the restaurant on the right that opens at 10:30, closes at 4. Let's see what else we can learn about. Oh, I heard the word open bar. They do have the floats here. Look at that. Noodles. That's those high quality noodles just like we saw outside on the other side of the island. And life jackets. Got showers on the left. Oh, they've got these super villas. Now, we did not go that fancy today. We just got the all-inclusive admission. There's like another shower and foot wash. All these poolside chairs. All right, let's see if we can set up shop. Now, these are some plush loungers. Okay, look at these pads. And they do have towels. That was the one thing last time, is the general area, you had to bring your ship towel, and there was no towel exchange anywhere on the island that we found.
And I like the color theming. It goes like with pearl, you know. Like...
Yeah, it's like a pale, it's like blush and bashful.
Yeah.
Infinity pool action. You can see out to the beach. They have sort of in-water loungers in here too. So I think water mode, one or the other, is where we're going to start our day today. Quick peek at the rules. 4 feet deep, 425 people. No hamburgers. Quick peek at the bar menu. They've got the classic cocktails, regular and premium beers. They've also got buckets. I asked if it would be okay to walk over here and record one of the villas, and they said yes, as long as I did it from the outside. I'm not going to go in there and mess up anybody's villas. So they get the cool loungers too. They've got like a little round hangy seat right there. Ooh. Lots of nice furniture. Not sure what perks come with these villas, if any. We'll have to do a little bit more research on that. And a hammock. A little closer peek at the beach area. We've been told it can be a little rocky. We'll see if we can investigate that too, but I think we're definitely going to start in the pool, because those waves, it's a little bit more than I personally like to swim in. Well, let's switch to GoPro mode. We'll hit the showers before we hit the water. Well, now that we're sufficiently moistened, there's not a walkway to get you anywhere, so I guess you just traipse through the sand straight into the pool. Yeah, so same situation as the main pool. Nowhere to actually wash your feet. You just go for it. There she goes. Yeah, the water is super warm. Let's get out here to this infinity edge and look around. What's over the edge? Oh, this place rocks. Yep, all the rocks. And looking over at the lifeguard station, I see a red cloth flapping in the breeze. I'm assuming that might be the flagging system because there is a little sign down by the sand that says they do the 4-color flagging system. And red is the one that says, hey, water not safe. But that's a good thing about having a pool to swim in, I guess.
Whether you come to Pearl Cove or just do the regular day, you still have a pool option, which is huge. And you don't really have to worry about your day being ruined because you can still get in the water and be refreshed. So that's nice.
So we're gonna meander over to the bar. Now let's talk a little bit about packages. There's basically an entry fee to get in here. When we were here last week on Vista, it was about $100 just to set foot inside this place. On this ship, it was $80 to set foot, but then they also have what they call their open bar package, which is, well, it was a $40 upgrade for Vista and a $60 upgrade for this ship. You get 10 drinks while you're out here. Not supposed to count against your Cheers package or anything like that. Then for about $40 more, you do the all-inclusive, which includes a lunch, like a 3-course lunch off of a specific menu. So we are here on the all-inclusive, meaning we do get our 1 lunch. We still get our Island Eats meals outside as well. And we get 10 drinks while we're here. Yeah, it's funny, the admission cost last week versus this week, it was $20 cheaper this week, but both of the other packages were exactly the same price last week or this week, so...
No break for you.
No break! Yeah, we ended up, I guess, technically paying $20 more to do it this week. Well, no, not really. Math is hard.
It's the same, yeah.
Let's see if I can yell into the camera over the music. So there is our actual drink menu. So compared to the one we saw at the bar earlier, we get the selection of classic drinks included in our package. We get the local beers, and then you have an array of spirits, which I guess you can choose a mixer. Like you could do a Jack and Coke, or you could do a vodka soda or something like that. And then a couple of varieties of wine. So that is in the included open bar. I love a good swim up bar, but I also do love that they have the option to not swim up. You can walk up from land and order over here on this side. We were going to come up to the infinity edge and talk about our drinks, but we've noticed when the wind blows, it catches this water and just sprays it at the back of your head, camera lens, and everything. So let's enjoy this shot quickly, but we won't set up this shot to talk about our drinks. Let's go find another place to do that. Whoosh. So hey, here we are by a tree. So let's talk about these beverages. Now I got a strawberry margarita and you got a strawberry mojito.
Yeah, so on the menu it does just say mojito, daiquiri, you know, margarita, things like that. But we asked, could you add flavor to it? And she said they had strawberry and passion fruit, and you could do that with either the margarita or the mojito. So that was cool. Always ask, because you just never know what you find out. They also have a standard menu that's not part of the all-inclusive that has like more expensive drinks. And we asked, do you just pay the difference between the two? No, you actually would just pay the full price if you want. Like they have a watermelon margarita, for instance. That would be the full price on that menu.
Well,
it's really good though.
We're learning all the things, so cheers! Oh, we were just about to say, oh, look at these cute little tables. I guess you could use them as a table. I think it's an umbrella stand in between these chairs up here, though. Because we actually don't have tables over at the standard chairs, we noticed. Yeah, looking around those standard loungers, no tables. Came up to the bar and asked if we could see that special menu. So this is the one where you would just pay outright, even if you're on the all-inclusive. So it's not an all-inclusive package. You can't get these things, but if you pay the price, they can be yours. So yeah, some slightly more premium beers. Well, I do say they've listed the local beers on here again, it looks like. And they do have Coke products. They don't have Zero, but they do have Diet. So I decided on a Jack and Diet for my second beverage. Jack and Diet, I've had Jack and Zero. Gotta say, Jack and Diet is a weird combination, but anyway, save that sugar where you can. So in terms of vibe, we do have tunes out here. It's not crazy loud, but it's definitely like a lively environment. Well, there's not many people here today, so it's not as lively as it could be.
Because it's adults only, you do want some sort of like fun, vacation-y vibe, but you can still talk to each other over the music, so that's awesome. And it's good music, yeah. I haven't been able to sing along with much, but maybe later in the day.
Maybe. The more of these you have, the more you sing.
No.
So we have confirmed, looking at both lifeguard stations, the beach is red flagged today, so that water shall not be entered. Still pretty to look at, though. Now, there are a good number of bees up here at the bar, but they're not intrusive. Thank you. Well, D has gone with a vodka soda splash of cranberry, so they can do that on the included package.
I like to kind of test my limits and see what they can do and can't do, because you know, you can always do a small mixer or something like that. Plus, it's good. It adds a little bit of sweetness, but still somewhat healthy-ish. I don't know.
Yeah, that might be about the healthiest thing you can drink is like a vodka soda, because we haven't really seen any seltzers or anything like that on the menu. It's basically just beers.
Bahamian beers.
Bahamian beers. Go local. Now, one thing to point out is that when we booked this, it said that this is not really an accessible type of option, which I can see that because to get into the pool, it is stairs.
There's stairs to the restaurant. It looks like. We'll confirm that later.
Yeah, so in general, the property has been pretty accessible, including the main pool. They said that there's not really lifts to get people into the pool, but they have like wheelie chairs that they can wheel you into the pool with.
Like the plastic tires and like the PVC pipe, so it doesn't like get ruined in the water, for instance.
Yeah, but this particular section, not recommended for accessible, I guess, and I can see why.
Yeah, I don't feel like it would have been that hard to do, but it's not, unfortunately, so.
Yeah, anyway, just random things that we are noticing as we sit here.
We'll let you know more.
Now, one other silly thing that I noticed in the app when we booked this is that it said the all-inclusive option included a premium lunch, but that a meal was not included. That was just kind of a funny little error in the app that, of course, my brain thought was amusing. We've emerged from the pool like responsible people to take a restroom break. Oh, we got swings out here on the side. Cute. Yeah, this is behind the cabanas that I was peeking in earlier. We can see back up to the check-in office. They had like nice cool towels when you checked in, as well as those welcome beverages. We'll stop back by the bar on the way. Pina coladas in hand. We have to balance out all those healthy drinks every now and then with the pina colada, of course.
This is like a one-time per vacation. Actually, I haven't done this in like a year, probably.
It's been a while since I had a pina colada.
They're good. It's just like the beach staple drink, so that is good.
All right, let's reapply, and I guess go back in the pool. Yeah. Now we'll take our sandy feet back in the pool. Now, one thing to watch out for a little bit, maybe some bugs. I think Dee got nibbled on by an ant up there at her chair, and we have seen some bees around the bar. The bees are not obtrusive. They're just trying to live their happy little lives. The ant, though, thought Dee looked delicious, so.
I love nature. Sometimes it doesn't always love me, but I mean, we have to remember we're in their habitat.
That's true.
So it's all right. It doesn't hurt that bad.
It's getting slightly more crowded as the day goes on. I wouldn't call this remotely crowded, though. They do have roving bar service up at the chairs. Nice to see. Well, one thing we were curious about is, can you bring your floats in this pool? And the answer appears to be yes. We've seen hammock style, like ones that look like little trampolines. So I guess floats are good to go. Well, I believe the time has come for us to check out this lunch option that we've got with our package. Well, they do have bathrooms up here at the restaurant as well. Oh yeah, nice ramp up. Okay, so the restaurant is accessible.
Good to know.
Good to know. A nice chill area here on the sand in front of the restaurant property. All right, we've checked in with the hostess. Let's come grab a table. See if we can talk over the copyrighted music for a hot minute. So there is our inclusive menu for today. It looks like we each get a Mediterranean platter by default. They've got some sushi bar options, which are an upcharge, even if you're here on the all-inclusive package. Selection of entrees, and a couple of desserts down at the bottom. Well, they've turned the tunes off completely, which is nice for recording. It's just weird, it's suddenly quiet in here. But yeah, funny to have upcharge items on the menu when I believe we purchased the highest tier of package, the all-included, but you can still get upcharges above and beyond your all-included package. Ooh, the entrees have showed up first. So Dee has gone with the steak option, which has chimichurri, roasted vegetables.
A lot of veggies.
That is a nice portion of veggies.
Yum.
I went with the Wagyu burger. It comes with provolone cheese and a tic-tac-toe board on top so you can play some games, tater wedges, and some kind of dip. Oh yeah. This is like a spicy little remoulade. That's actually really good. Anyway, Mediterranean plate is on the way. So you can get one per, but we said, we'll probably be okay with just one. Hummus, tzatziki, olives, pita chips. There you go. That's your appetizer. Mediterranean plate. The hummus is decent. The tzatziki is good. The cucumber level is a little low. The mint level is good, but a little bit more diced cucumber in there and it would be perfect. Chips are very crunchy, which I do like a crunchy pita chip. I don't know. Good time overall. Yeah, the olives, we're trying to determine if they are Kalamata or just black olives, but still. So burger, they did ask temperature. I said maybe medium well. I usually like a little bit more of a done burger, but gosh, look at that thickness. Lots of sauce. We got some onion, tomato, lettuce. Well, dessert has arrived, and good gracious, they are going for sizable dessert. That is the baklava with ice cream, and that, yeah, it's
giant.
It's big. I got the chocolate cake with ice cream as well, and pretty sizable portion on the chocolate cake. Woof, we are full now. Okay. Are we allowed to swim that close after eating?
Yeah, that's fine.
Let us return to pool mode. Y'all, that dessert. Okay, so the baklava was like a little layer of baklava, and it had like cream cheese frosting on top, which is an interesting choice. It was a good combination though, and the chocolate cake was super fudgy. They both were gigantic and good. I would have a hard time choosing a favorite between the desserts. I might have to be team baklava because the combination of the pistachios in the vanilla ice cream, that might be the deciding factor. So, let's get an opinion from Team D for desserts.
Chocolate cake with pistachio ice cream, but holy cow, the portions, like, no. I mean, I guess they really want to make sure you're getting your money's worth, but that was massive.
Yeah, the desserts are gigantic.
Could not finish at all.
Anyway, we're here for now, so we're going to get our swim on some more.
The sun is very bright now.
Yeah, we've reapplied our sunscreen for like the third time, I think, at least. Hey, seagull friend. It is still looking pretty wavy and red flagged out there. So yeah, pool day for sure.
Unfortunately, no snorkel D, but reports are that it is rocky, so I would just make sure you bring your beach shoes, water shoes. And I'm not sure how the snorkeling is because it's not like a reef out there. There's probably fish, but it's not like a coral reef, so I can't report. You guys let us know.
Yeah, how was the beach?
Exactly.
Dee has been making some bee friends today, trying to save them from the pool.
I'm rescuing it from the pool, and now it just loves me. But
yeah, this one doesn't understand.
I don't really want it to go back in the pool because it needs to go pollinate and, like, you know, make the air clean for us or whatever they do.
Yeah, go make some flowers and some fruits and things.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's actually very sweet though. Have you seen our Instagram? I feel like they used to live here and like now they're just looking for their home is what's happened here.
Yeah, maybe the habitat might have been disrupted, who knows.
Yeah. It's really cute.
Gosh, we just ran into Doug Parker. He just flew over for the day. It's funny because we were here at the same time as him on our last visit. He gave us some sunscreen because he can't take this back on the plane. I guess he bought it here in the Bahamas. So we inherited some Doug Parker sunscreen.
Thanks, Doug. Always good to see you.
Now, when we got off the ship today, we had all these lofty goals of trying to answer a bunch of questions that you guys had sent us, try some more food, things like that. Now, we've gotten a lot of the questions answered, and I think we'll get into that at the end of this video. Food, we are both stuffed. So the food trucks that we wanted to try close at 2:30. We don't know if we're gonna make it because my goal was to try tacos and donuts today. So the goals have been shifting over the course of the day. Now, the Pearl Cove Beach Club package that we bought includes 10 beverages. I have finally made it to number 10. They haven't really been like logging your sail and sign card or really tracking other than maybe looking at your face. But we've ordered at the pool bar, we've ordered at the land bar, and we've ordered at the restaurant. So just curious to see, but this is number 10. So cheers! We'll see if we make it to 11. Oh my gosh, this one does go to 11. What the heck? Okay, D's not at 11, but I am officially at 11. Oh.
Not even close.
Well, it's almost back on board time. Let's roll. One thing we wanted to look at this time that we might have missed is merch prices. So here at Mingo's, let's see, what do we got?
So t-shirts look to be about $28-ish. Let's see if they're all about the same. 29.
Okay.
So I think it depends on the style, obviously.
What about our hats?
Hats. $30.80. And $26.40. So different styles, you know. $13.20 for keychain, because you do have to keep in mind they do have
It includes VAT.
VAT tax because we're in the Bahamas, so you do pay that little additional amount because you're on land, and I guess it's not technically duty free right here.
We noticed that with our beverage purchases when we bought sodas in the pool last time. You had to pay 18% gratuity and 10% VAT on top of the list price.
Yeah, and like a little flamingo is $33, and water bottle like $24.20. So yep, all different prices, but just depends on what you want.
Nice. Yeah, I don't think we can touch everything.
No,
that
no,
would
no.
take forever, but at least to get an idea
That's a good
of how
idea.
things are running. Celebrate good times. Come on. Well, we've come back to the cabin to find a Celebration Key inaugural sailing pins. We saw some folks on Vista get these, and we didn't end up with them in our cabin, so glad to have these on here. Hey, from the future.
Yeah.
We had some time to come home and process our day because we know we need to touch on a few questions, point some things out, and answer the most important thing, which is Pearl Cove Beach Club worth it?
We know you want that question answered.
That's why we're going to put it last in this video. Anyway, all right, so I've got some notes on my phone. Let's just run down those, and then we'll just wing it. You know how we do.
All right.
Things to note, I have. Sodas and such are supposed to count against your limit in Pearl Cove Beach Club, that limit of 10 if you have the bar package.
Correct.
But beverages were not being tracked one single bit when we were there.
We were kind of wondering how that worked because when you go in, you get like a little bracelet. There's nothing like to scan or
chip.
to look up your picture or anything like that. And they have 3 different bars between the pool bar, the beach bar, and the restaurant bar. I'm not sure how they're keeping track.
They would have to do something with your ship card, and they weren't, because
No.
I overheard a conversation at one of the bars, and one of the guests asked the bartender specifically, "Are you guys keeping track of our drinks?" The bartender said no. So they deliberately or blatantly said no, they were not.
Keep in mind, that could change.
Yeah.
Training could happen. Rules could be enforced, you know. So that's just our experience.
I'm sure they will be in the future, so that limit they'll figure it out.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Pearl Cove Beach Club, oh yes, we asked about vegan and food sensitivity issues.
Yes.
And I think we got the answer from our server that day,
We
right?
did. They wouldn't ask the chef, though.
That's right.
Yes.
So for vegan, they said that your options would be that Mediterranean plate appetizer, grilled vegetables, that's vegetables, my mouth broke, salad, and fries.
Yeah, so not... In my
That's
opinion,
unfortunate.
not the most creative options they could do. I understand it's probably a small kitchen, but you know there's a lot of people who like practice veganism.
Yeah.
And just to have a few more options would be a good idea for the future.
Hopefully they'll expand that menu. We also asked about gluten-free, and the only thing they could tell us was that the fish entree would qualify as gluten-free.
Also not great.
Yeah, so hopefully they will expand.
Work on that, yes.
Outside of Pearl Cove Beach Club, just touching on some random questions from last time, we didn't see any towels offered on the property or any towel exchange stations.
No, then they do specifically tell you to take your towel from the ship and make sure you return it. So don't forget your towel because there's no getting one once you're off the ship.
Yeah, I was surprised to see them at Pearl Cove. I was like, a towel.
Yeah, we didn't try and exchange them though. So.
No. Also, outside of the Pearl Cove area, I kind of pointed this out, but we were charged 18% gratuity and 10% VAT tax on any beverage purchase. I don't know about food purchases because we didn't get to buy any.
True.
But watch out, there's all them percents in there.
They're on there.
And now, the most scandalous one, the food hall. has added the burrito and the Mexican bowl stations to the Island Eats program since we went. So you can get a voucher and get a bowl.
With certain options only.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Carnival, you owe me a Mediterranean bowl.
That right.
I tried. I think we were the people who pointed that out, so I'm glad they fixed it, but I never got one.
Yeah. All right, and then a few questions that we had. These are mostly non-Pearl Cove questions.
Yeah.
Is there a pool access without sand on the entire property?
Not that we saw. I looked around the entire thing. We've heard people say there's some that has like harder packed sand, but it's still sand. So unless you have an overwater kind of like villa type of a thing for the day, you're going to have sand.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't get it, but that thing.
Yeah.
Is there a liquor store on the property? Now, we've got conflicting answers because we asked someone.
We did.
And they said, no, you would have to leave and go out into town. I've seen posts in Facebook roll calls and things that say that, yes, there is one at the port.
Well, there is rum cake, and I'm wondering if they just sell rum in that same establishment. We didn't get to go look at it, though.
So strike that question because we don't know the answer. It's staying in.
If you know, let us know.
Yeah, please let us know. Did you find like a duty-free proper liquor store inside the port area? Are there smoking areas on the property?
Yes. And you are supposed to use the designated areas.
Yeah, that just makes sense. Are there service animal relief areas? We did actually get to ask one of the workers there this question because it was posed to us and I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, she said she hadn't seen any service animals yet, so she wasn't quite sure where it would be. She's sure that they had one, but didn't know where to tell us it was. So at least she said that was a good question.
Yeah, she appreciated
She was like, that's a good question.
So yeah, if you find one, let us know also.
Yeah.
All right, here it is. Let's put the phone down because this is the last one.
Okay.
Is Pearl Cove Beach Club worth it? Now, I put the prices in the video. You're looking roughly $80 to $100 a person just to get in, another $40 to add the bar package, and another $40 to add the lunch. They don't have an option to just add lunch without the bar.
Right.
You're going to get the bar or the bar and the lunch. How you feel about it?
I feel if you're going to be there with a lot of ships, especially in the summertime, it's probably a good escape to get away, whether you do the all-inclusive or just go in and have the day pass with no extras. You know, it's not a bad thing. The food was decent, you know, not bad.
Yeah, that burger was
For the price, my steak was delicious, lots of veggies. If you're a big drinker, it's probably going to save you money in the long run because the prices outside of Pearl Cove you're paying and your drink package does not work.
Right, cheers.
So if you're going to drink, I guess, you know, it's going to be worth it in that aspect.
Yeah, the only thing I really have to compare it to, now, a lot of people love to compare, so let's go into that world. You can't really compare Coco Cay to Celebration Cay because Coco is a proper private island. Celebration is just a private destination.
True.
But I feel that I can compare Coco Beach Club to Pearl Cove Beach Club. And we did Coco Beach Club. It was about $200 per person when we went. It included a nice lunch. It included 0 drinks.
Right, but your drink package does work there. But if that was the same, I guess you would have an even comparison.
Yeah, so apples to apples for me, I appreciate that there is a beverage package included when you're going to shell out almost $200 to go to a special adults only area. So it is definitely more worth it than Coco Beach Club to me based on the prices we paid.
And similar food items were offered.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, so I agree with that. And then they have like the infinity pool and the beach access, the chairs, all of that. So that's all the same, basically.
That's it. And I've reached the end of my brain of thoughts about Pearl Cove. Any other things before we wrap her up?
It was a great day. I was really happy we were there with just a tiny ship to kind of experience it fully with being, less people so we could really ask the questions and get in there and figure things out. Hopefully we answered the questions you were looking for, especially like with like gluten and vegan and things like that. So we did the best we could.
That's it, y'all. So thanks for watching this video. And this technically is part 4 of our Carnival Elation series. I know it had a different looking thumbnail and it was in disguise, but stay tuned. Part 5 is still coming. But if you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Become a Pyromaniac today. Socialize all our media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yep. And until next time.
Rock on.